Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday Night Mini Healings. I hope everybody is doing well on this Thursday night. I'm sitting here with Duncan and Dexter. Both are, well, Duncan is not sleeping, but he's laying down. And Dexter is under the covers. Of course. Are you going to come up and say hello? No. They will probably make an appearance shortly. So, I didn't say hello to everyone in chat, so I'm going to do that now. I could spell. Some days. I used to be a really good speller, but I guess I haven't been writing enough to use it. So we will be starting the Healing Pulse in about 4 minutes. So I like to do that at 10 minutes into the hour, at about 30 minutes, sometimes less, sometimes more, and about 45 minutes. And then usually we end the healing with an aura strengthening. Sometimes we do like a brain balancing. So if you're interested in that, just stick around. And then lately I've been doing some oracle card pulling, just like a single card. And then usually I just use the definition in the book because it's usually really detailed and surprisingly accurate. So yeah. Can I spell mini healing? Maybe. Okay. I'm going to hit enter. We will see if I regret that or not, because I'll go back and think, oh, there's a typo there. I think it's okay. I guess we'll see. I don't really have anything else special to talk about tonight. Although, for my Reiki people, look what I got in the mail today. Book on Karuna Reiki, Advanced Healing Energy for a Evolving World. So this is by Laurel Shantigaya, who I actually took a Reiki class from in Sedona. She has since left the earth plane, as they say. The class that I took was Reiki and Crystals. I was appreciative of the information, but she took a lot of breaks. Yes. So I was a little disappointed that there wasn't more content, but oh well. I was appreciative for the information. Well, welcome, Mary. I hope this time on YouTube that it's better than last time. Although just be aware that on YouTube I have put some things, so if somebody copies and pastes a lot or uses a lot of symbols, they are just automatically blocked. So just be aware. That typically would not be you, but yeah, it would be my luck if the one time you post something like that, it would block you. But anyways, glad you were here. I'm expecting sort of a quiet night. I am in a 3-day Animal Reiki Master Training tonight. So Mary on YouTube says she couldn't find it on Facebook. So it's generally always under Summer Avalon Healing Arts. And then I usually share it to my personal page, Summer Avalon. And usually it's under the Summer Avalon Mini Healing Group. But they should have links to all of it. Because I created the event a few weeks ago under the main page. And then just a few days ago, I shared it to the profile page in the group. So that's weird you couldn't find it, but yeah. Although, once you have everything down and think you know what you're doing with Facebook, they change it. Or they make certain things not work the way they intuitively used to. Because sometimes Facebook changes things and it makes no sense whatsoever and it really screws things up. So, sort of weird. But, so let's start with our first healing pulse. So with this, it is a wonderful tool that you can use to help things physically, emotionally, or wherever you're having issues. It is something that works really well with intention and with what you're really wanting to work on. For instance, if you've got physical pain, if you've got emotional issues, or if you have like anxiety. So the only thing is you need to decide where you're going to start sending the energy. So if you've got something emotional going on, think about where you feel the energy. Or if you have no clue, I would suggest sending it to your heart. And just imagine with each breath in, the energy will expand out and eventually will reach exactly the location needed. And same thing with physical. Send it to a certain physical location and it will expand out. So let's start with that now. So I want you to rub your hands together and place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. And then breathe in that energy. Just be open and allowing the healing and the energy to flow. Imagine with each breath in that the healing goes a little deeper, a little further, is more allowing. With each breath out, you are releasing something that either doesn't belong, isn't yours, or something that is holding back the healing. So just breathe it in. Open and allowing. Okay. So that was our first healing pulse of the night. I'm sort of checking to see after Mary's comments not being able to find us on Facebook. I'm showing we are live streaming on both Facebook and YouTube. YouTube Summer Avalon Healing Arts, Facebook Summer Avalon Healing Arts. So, but that's definitely a little weird that no one's commented on Facebook because typically most people are here from Facebook. So I'm sort of wondering if there's some weird Facebook glitch. So we will see. So I've got my little book, my little recording book. Would you believe it is show number 135 on this May 9th. So I've got it open. I'm starting to write. 3/9/23. Well, Mary, that might be why there's only 3 people viewing this. Because usually it's over 5, less than 10, and most of the people are on Facebook. That's definitely sort of bizarre. So I'm going to just quick look too. I know there's a few people that generally link up on Facebook that aren't going to be here tonight. Oh, so I'm in under Summer Avalon Healing Arts, under upcoming events happening now. That is rather weird. And somebody just messaged me, you know, what are we if we can't have some type of technical difficulties, right? All right, so someone just messaged me that they can't find me on Crazy. So I'm going to tell her, did you go to the Summer Avalon Healing Arts page on Facebook? Okay, so Robin is on YouTube too. So Robin, you can comment on the YouTube stream. So if you can't see the chat, I think it's a setting that you need to turn on. Because like Mary is commenting on it now, and she is on YouTube. And usually a few minutes in, it starts posting. So sorry about that. Sort of weird. So does anyone want me to work on anything in particular? I'm looking to see. So last week, we did individual issues. We had group negative beliefs. We also had idea allergies. Oh, Robin says you have to create a channel to join chat. Well, that's weird. Someone else is writing me too. They can't get on. So I wonder what happened to Facebook. All right, so sorry about this. All right, so Mary did write about having to open up the app to get it to work. So generally, if it's saying you need a channel, that means you typically need an account. So you need to like log in. I know before I even had a channel, I had an account so that I could save subscriptions and things like that. So one moment while I finish chatting. So very bizarre. So there's nothing under Summer Avalon Healing Arts under events, because that's where it typically saves. And then usually I pin the most recent. I'm telling people to access on YouTube, but very disappointing. Yeah, because I set this up a few weeks ago. All right. Okay, so Robin has texted. So Robin wants to work on indecisiveness, but I'm not going to be using text for this. So if you want to text me or DM me one thing, I am not going to be looking at my phone for the whole time. Oh, so it says, so Robin says on Facebook, you can't hit the button that says watch live video. Weird. Okay, so I'm putting Robin down for indecisiveness. And decisiveness. All right, Mary wants to work on whatever is best for her. Okay, so I'm going to scroll up. I don't think I missed anybody because it's been Mary just communicating, but that is just weird. Very frustrating. I'm just going to check one thing and then we will get back to it. Looking at Facebook. Yeah, all my Facebook regulars, including Anne-Marie, who just messaged me, are on YouTube. That is just weird. Yeah, because I'm looking at it like right now. Let me tap on it. It says plans to go live 3/9/23, 7 p.m. Happening now. And on here, it's like it has not recognized that I'm live. So, a conversation I will have with my streaming service. So sorry about that, but I'm glad those of you who are here are here. If you are unable to chat on YouTube, you can text me once, either through Facebook Messenger, or if you've got my direct line, you can text me there. One issue, but after the one time, I am not going to be working on my phone while I'm recording. Okay? So let me just see if I missed anybody. All right, so Anne-Marie wants to work on laziness. For some reason, Anne-Marie, I don't believe that is a real thing with you, but if this will help you, of course I will write it down. Yay, there's Leslie. Wonderful. Yeah, there's something funky going on with Facebook, so I need to ask why. Because when I look everything up on Facebook, it looks fine, but it does not say that I'm connected live. So sorry about that. All right, so we're going to start with Robin. Robin's going to work on indecisiveness. Leslie wants to work on her cough. So Leslie, with your cough, has it gotten any worse or is it still about the same? So I'm going to see what tools we're going to use for tonight. So let's see. All right, do I want to work on this one? No. This one? No. This one? Yes. Okay. So for those of you who worked on the idea allergies last week, was that it was a little weird, but definitely a unique thing to work on. Good, we'll continue to work on that. But let me know if you think that might be something to work on, the idea allergies, in a week or two. Okay, so I've got 2 lists. Okay, so let's see which list I'm going to use for Robin. Good, Mary. So I might do that maybe once or twice a month, just because I think especially for people that are creating something, whether it be art, a business, a web page, I think it's helpful. So I'll continue to do that. So feel free to ask for it too. All right, Robin, indecisiveness. So I'm getting sorrow is an underlying reason for it. So let me give you an age for that. Around age 26, Robin. So plus or minus a year. 25, 26, 27, somewhere in there. So let's release that. So that released. And then next we're going to work on Mary. Mary wants to work on whatever's most important for her improvement, development as a person, as a human. So let's see what comes up for Mary. It says scapegoat. I don't think that's come up before. So this is on the trauma energy list, scapegoat. So I'm like, So generally a scapegoat is something that takes the blame. But let's see what the internet says if there's a variation of that. Let's see. A person is blamed for the wrongdoings, mistakes, or faults of others, especially for reasons of expediency. So something sort of in a rush that you're blamed. So has Mary been the scapegoat for occurrences? I get yes. So Mary, what do you think? Have you been blamed for things that really weren't anything to do with you? That's sort of a little crazy and a little sad too, that would be something that's happened for you. So let me get an age and see. Oh, that's really horrible. So let me get an age. Is there more than one age? No. But if this has happened more than once, it might have become sort of a trapped emotion once, but it might not have gotten trapped multiple times, but you still remember. So the good thing is I only have it listed once, unless it's hidden or some other sort of hidden secret type of dealings, which usually I check for that too, but not always on a Thursday night. So let me get an age, so at least we can get the age of the first one. $29. So somewhere 28, 29, 30. Let's release that. So that did release, and the voids have been filled. All right, Anne Marie wants to work on laziness. And so let's see. So I found the list for Anne Marie. And something, I don't know what it is. And this has never come up before either. I think I'm saying it right. It's neuralgic. I'm sure it'll tell me how to say it too. But the beginning part is neural and then jic. G-I-C. Neuralgic. All right, definition. Involving short, severe pains felt suddenly along a nerve, especially in the neck or the head. Here's how they use that. She takes painkillers for the terrible neuralgic pains in her face. Let me check a different dictionary to see if there's any additional meanings for that. So with this is a little bit different than what we typically, normally it's something emotional. This is something physical. So is something physical causing Anne Marie to feel connected to laziness? I get yes, Anne Marie. So let me just write that down. Let me get an age for this. I'm getting 16, Anne Marie. Did something physical happen to you around 16? And so the I can't talk. So did the energy of the injury follow you as you aged and affected how you did things? And so you felt it was more that you were lazy, not that you had physical things going on. Interesting. I'm going to release it. So that did release. And the voids have been filled. You are welcome, Mary. And the different time that you're thinking about, it probably very well likely happened at that age where someone used you as a scapegoat, but your body processed and released the energy. But there was something similar at age 29 to that, where someone blamed you. All right, so Leslie, you are next. We are working on a cough, and then we will do the next healing pulse. And then I'm going to pull some group beliefs. So luckily we don't need a lot of interaction with that. And it's the word concern. So I'm thinking that this is something that you had a concern about. And it was a valid concern. Let's see what age you were. Oh. So Mary's got a comment. It might have something to do with her wedding. Just checking on one other little widget too. Okay. I'm getting yes to that, Mary. Let's get an age for Leslie with concern. You are welcome. All right. $39, Leslie. So somewhere 38, 39, 40s. There was a concern in there, and it was a valid concern, but I'm sort of thinking others didn't think it was, and they didn't believe you. So let's relieve that. So that did release. Next, let's go on to the next healing pulse. So with this, I want you to rub your hands together. You are welcome, Leslie. I appreciate that feedback. And I want you to place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. If you don't have a specific spot or you're not quite sure, I suggest sending it to your heart and expanding out. I know prior weeks we've also sent energy to third eye. You might want to send a crown or other chakra points like your throat chakra. I already recommend people send to their heart, but just depending on what you're doing and how you're feeling, that might be other places for you to send. So once you've got your hands placed, imagine my hands on yours, and then imagine that the energy is flowing through my hands to your hands. So you're getting my healing frequencies plus your own. And with each breath in, it goes a little deeper, a little wider. For those of you who are not connected to the YouTube chat, but have me on Messenger or have my DM information, you can put 1 through 4 for the oracle cards. Okay. And I will also be pulling a positive word for everyone that has commented already or has messaged me already. Sorry, just keep breathing that energy in. So many little extra things to think about when the process doesn't work. So I'm sorry about that. Just breathe that in. I'm going to stop the ticker because it's a little distracting. There we go. Okay, so that was healing pulse number 2. And I hear my phones go off. Okay. So I've got a few things for the end of the show. Thank you, Anne-Marie and Robin. And Leslie too. All right, so we're going to do some group negative beliefs because lately some of these beliefs that have come up have been really resonating, especially with the live audience. Although the percent that I give applies to anyone watching a replay. So let's pull up negative beliefs. So how many of these negative beliefs do we have here, or do we have that's going to watch the video, either live or later? So we've got 3 negative beliefs that we need to work on. Okay, so I am uninteresting. That's a horrible thing. Uninteresting. All right, what percent of these have I am uninteresting? Wow. 80% have that. So, and this doesn't mean all the time. This means at some point where it affected you emotionally somehow. So let's see what else. So we're going to release that. All right, next one. I am flawed. So I have that personal belief, but I don't think I am flawed is a bad thing. I think being flawed, it makes you unique. I don't really care for the word flawed, but so I don't really consider myself part of the percent that believes that, because the percent that I'm going to pull believes that this is a negative. So let's see what percent this is. I'm getting 45%. So it's released. Okay. All right, so we've got one more. Let's check on that. I'm shameful. And whenever shame comes up, I always say shame is one of the really base emotions and it brings everything else down. So this is one of the most important emotions if this is part of your life and your past to release. So let's see what percent have this one. 65%. So let's get rid of that. So that did release. So I am uninteresting, I am flawed, I am shameful. Those are the 3 group ones for tonight. So let's do our third and final healing pulse. And then we will be doing the aura strengthening. And you are welcome, Leslie. And then we will, after that, we will be doing oracle cards. So if you have not already, tell me 1 through 4, either in the YouTube comments, since no one's been able to access me through Facebook, or if you've got my direct information through Facebook or my cell phone, just DM me. Okay. All right. Third healing pulse. Rub your hands together. And how about you do somewhere new? Okay. So rub your hands together and place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. And just breathe in. And this time, I'm not going to talk the whole time I'm sending energy. Okay? So just breathe this in. Okay, so that is the third healing pulse for tonight. So thank you. I'm just going to write down my 1 through 4 edition for the Oracle. And then we'll do the gosh, why am I having trouble with that? We'll do the aura strengthening, okay? So I pulled 4. Then, okay. Let me just check my phones. I've got 2, just one for work, one for home. This is definitely more distracting than it usually is. All right. All right, so one more. Okay, good. So then I've got Leslie and Mary too. If anyone else has come in and wants me to pull an oracle card at the end of the night, pick a number between 1 and 4. All right, so let's do our aura strengthening. So the reason why you want to do aura strengthening is because having a strong aura helps repel negativity, which is very wonderful. So what I want you to do is, if you want to use just your own energy, you set that intention when you're rubbing your hands together. If you want to add the healing pulse energy to it, that's all you need to do is set that intention as you are rubbing your hands together, and then just start beaming it out. So imagine that the energy is flowing from your hands to your aura, and that your aura is strengthening, getting stronger, thicker, more protective. And then imagine that there's pieces of reflectivity in your aura. Because you don't want like a solid mirror, you just want pieces so that it gets reflected back on, especially on someone who is spewing negativity. So just breathe in and breathe out, and just imagine that your aura is beaming. Usually I add sparkles to my energy too, just because sparkles I think are important. Yeah, maybe not to everybody, but I like them. It's probably good I didn't grow up in an era where I bedazzled everything, because I would have. Okay. Just keep sending out. And then we're going to do, we did this last time, but the reason why we did this is because it helps the aura. I just need to find it because I wrote down what I wanted to do, but what I wrote down is a better explanation. So I'm just seeing what that is. Getting closer. All right, so in your aura, I want you to install unconditional love into your aura. So, and with this, so you're going to start with you, and then just imagine it filling up. So this will start in your heart, unconditional love, and then expand out. And so this will help strengthen your aura also, because it'll fill up your aura. So just expand it out. Breathe that out. Filling up your aura, your bubble that's around you with unconditional love. So just breathe that in. Of course, I've got more messages. Someone else is writing me. Yeah, something wrong with Facebook. Isn't that horrible? Okay, sorry about that. So that is aura strengthening with unconditional love. Did you guys notice the difference? Was it helpful? I hope it was. So that is the end of the regular mini healing session. What a weird night with technical difficulties that there's really no explanation of why. Good, Leslie. Thank you. So next, we are going to start the aura strengthening. I'm just checking phones. Yeah, this isn't fun. So much easier when things just work. All right, so on my list, I've got Anne-Marie, Robin, Leslie, and Mary. If you would like me to pull an oracle card, put it in the comments or direct message me on like Facebook Messenger. Otherwise, let me just check and see. Okay. So we've got 2 of you that picked number 1 and 2 of you that picked number 2. Thank you, Mary. I just messaged her, so that is perfect. So Victoria is number 2. All right, so these are my cards this time. So these are 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 both have the name energy in the name. And so number 1's are energy oracle cards. And number 2 is energy and spirit oracle cards. So I've got Anne-Marie first. Anne-Marie, pick the energy and spirit. So let's see what comes up for Anne-Marie. It's sort of funny. These cards feel different than just about any other deck. The surface is like a mat, and they just feel a lot different. Different in a good way. So yeah. All right. So let's see. So this deck is by Sandra Ann Taylor. Did you like this deck? It's not necessarily my favorite, but it's not one that I dislike either. It's a good deck. Usually I just shuffle until one just pops out magically. It's sort of cool when that happens. Especially when I know the person and the card that pops out really fits something that they're going through currently. Which I'm just amazed every Thursday how many cards just pop out that really match up to whatever is going on. Okay, so I've got this one. All right, so this one, it's Archangel Raziel, and the card is about wisdom, inspiration, and Akashic records. So hold on here. Let me get the book open, and then I'll hold it up for you, Anne-Marie. All right. So when Raziel appears, it marks a time of grand openings and personal revelations for you. The Angel of Mysteries brings valuable guidance and a profound connection to spirit. Your intuitive powers are on the rise, so get ready for the amazing flashes of insight and understanding coming your way. The information you seek, from the deepest, most sacred mysteries of spirit to specifics about your future, your career, or your personal life, is available to you now. In fact, this card indicates that you may be facing an important decision, searching for some wisdom to guide you. And with Raziel's help, the Akashic records are open to you, providing all the direction you need. This pipeline to the unending wisdom of the universe is a well of support. You can now open the records to answer all your questions, great and small, invoke Raziel's presence, and get ready for life-changing inspiration. So, Emery, if you want an affirmation to go with the message from this card, the affirmation is, a river of inspiration flows to me and through me. I am supported and blessed by Raziel's enlightening revelations. So, I hope that helps, Anne-Marie. So I'm going to put this back. And Robin is next. Robin has picked the energy cards. So let's see what comes up with that. So some of the books or some of the cards have upright and reversals. And both of these sets of cards from this week have that. most of the time my cards, especially the oracle cards, are just in the upright position. So if one gets flipped around and is reversed, it's very interesting because that's not typical. So very weird about the Facebook thing tonight. So I'm sorry for all you sort of cut off or just watching and not able to chat on YouTube. There are times when I have thought about not doing it on Facebook, but it's easy. The service I use, I set up the stream at the same time. I don't do anything different. I do one click for Facebook, one click for YouTube, and then on Twitter, there's usually a link too. But for it not to have connected when I went live is a little weird. Ooh, there's one. Ooh. All right. So, Robin, this is the community card. So let me get the page up and I'll read it while you watch and take it. I know some of you are taking pictures of the cards, which is helpful. All right, so community. This card shows 3 women celebrating and sharing ideas and supportive energy. The lights in the picture represent your ever-present spirit community as well. When the card appears upright, it indicates an association of some kind. It might be a casual connection of like-minded people, joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. The time is right to make such new connections and to share intentions, whether they're personal or professional. Networking and community are important parts of the human experience, and the security and sense of connection can be beneficial to all. It's true that when several people join their intentions, it accelerates their power in the energetic realm. Receiving this card puts you on notice that the universe is sending some beneficial alliances your way. Like the happy family card, this could also indicate a party or celebration of some kind. Very nice, Robin. So with this, there is also an affirmation that goes with the upright version. Or actually, this goes with either upright or reversal, because you always want to affirm the positive. So it's, I open my life to the wonderful people around me. I am making strong and beneficial connections in both my personal and professional life. So Robin, I hope this is a good thing. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm hoping you see this in your life. All right, so Leslie is next. Leslie has the energy and spirit cards. And I'm going to sneeze probably at some point soon. Ooh, what is this one? Oh, this is a cool one. So let me get my book out and then I'll show you what it is, Leslie. All right, so this card is animal totems, and it's animal energy and power, and it's got Lots of different animals on here, Leslie. All right, so this card reveals the presence of some powerful animal totem who wants to share their unique energy with you. Totems are natural objects or animals with which you feel a deep energetic connection. Any animal can become your totem if you see it repeatedly or if you feel a strong resonance with it. Animal totems bring spirit messages and bestow special energies that are unique to their animal's earthly experience. On this card, for example, the leopard represents great personal power and grace. The owl shares wisdom and clairvoyance. Deer medicine brings new perceptions and enhances physical senses. The fox vibrates with sexual energy, fertility, and feminine expression. The hawk bears messages about your life purpose and visionary powers. From insects to elephants, the world is filled with endless examples of helpful energies from nature. Be open to their many blessings. So the affirmation that goes with this card is animal blessings abound in my life. I am open to all the wonderful qualities, energies, and messages they offer. That's pretty cool, Leslie. All right. Glad you like that, Leslie. So just be aware and be observant. And I think if they haven't already, whatever type of animal will make its presence known a few times until you acknowledge that you've seen it. So next, Mary, I'm pulling an energy card for Mary. So, and then I've got Victoria. I'm pulling an energy and spirit card for Victoria. And if anyone else is watching, they can hopefully put things in the comments or direct message me on Facebook. All right. So let's see what comes up from Mary. Sometimes if one doesn't want to seem to fall out, but one just did. There are times when I'm shuffling and I'll end up with just one card left in my hand. All right, so let's see. So Mary, it is the angel of balance. Rather interesting. So let me just get to the right page and I'll show you the card. So, angel of balance. This loving presence holds a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. Although things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a great equilibrium is now coming into your life. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction. And my internet just flipped off. How appropriate, huh? Okay. Victoria is last, unless I'll check my phones before I sign off. But so Victoria's getting. Yes, I did freeze. My internet flickered. All right, so picking a card for Victoria. You are very welcome, Leslie. Ooh, this one. Nice. Let's see. And get the right page open, and then I'll show you what the picture is, Victoria. All right, so Victoria's got the creation card, soul expression, and something new. So this is sort of interesting because Victoria is an artist that does amazing, beautiful things. So this card heralds exciting new creative beginnings. From business plans to personal projects or family matters, your soul is longing for you to create something new. This can include expanding your family, if you've been thinking about having a baby or adopting a child, which I don't think this is Victoria, but you never know. This could be a propitious time. There may even be a new romantic relationship in store for you. Now, that would be nice for Victoria. Possibly with someone who already has children. Consider any action needed and invoke the assistance of all your loving angels and guides. This is also a good time for putting your creative ideas into your work and your personal projects. If you've always had a penchant for some form of artistry, make sure you prioritize that endeavor now. That's pretty cool, Victoria. Whether you're an artist, writer, composer, chef, or fashion designer, let yourself engage in those activities with abandon. If you've been thinking about starting a new business, maybe it's time to focus your efforts on that. Whatever the project, plant the seeds of your creative energy now and enjoy the growth of something new. Very nice, Victoria. So the affirmation that goes with this is, great creativity is blossoming in my life. I am open to new ideas and actions that expand my soul's expression in the world. Very cool. And Mary's got a comment. Mary's confirming that she was thinking she was out of balance. Yes, it did freeze a bit, so let me just see. And I missed writing down some things, so I can't remember which one you had. Let me look and see, because I think it's probably still on the top of the deck or the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Here it is. Angel of Balance. So Mary, I'll just send you a copy. So that is tonight's mini healing on YouTube and YouTube alone. How crazy, huh? Oh, I was going to check my phones to see if there's anything else. It appears there is not on that phone. Let me check this. Come on, little phone. There we go. And there's not on this phone either. So on that note, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. Not sure why it happened, but hopefully you'll come back next week. So have a good week and a good weekend. So see you next week. Bye.